Anyway, here we are. Today we are talking with the experts. It is a privilege to join some of my colleagues from careers, and today we have Bruno and Adam. And a couple of months ago, I saw this very interesting report from the World Economic Forum. It is called Future of Jobs Reports, and they were talking about the top skills that leaders should have in 2020. Basically, they were talking about complex problem-solving skills, critical thinking, creativity, people management, coordinating with others, emotional intelligence, judgment and decision-making, service orientation, negotiation, and cognitive flexibility. And I want to take an opportunity that I'm surrounded by the experts in recruitment and ask them what do they believe that should be the three main skills in their fields. I'm going to start with Adam, and he's an expert in tech companies. And then, Adam, what do you think that could be the three top skills for candidates that are willing to work in top tech corporations?
Okay, well, having spoken to quite a few of the big technology companies about this, I think that the three from this list that they would most identify with would be number one, emotional intelligence. So it's very, very important when you are working for a tech company to be able to work with others, to be able to manage meetings well, to be able to lead your teams. It's basically getting on with people that you're working with. That's incredibly important. Judgment and decision making, because a lot of these companies have very, very autonomous structures where you are responsible for your workload and for your development as a worker. So having very, very sharp decision making skills is also important. And I think the other one would be complex problem solving. Technology moves very, very quickly. Workers for these companies all the time have to be completely aware of new issues coming up and how to solve them with regards to lots of different areas. So I would go for those three. There are others that recruiters have mentioned, but I think from this list, these are the three most important.
Thank you so much for the insights, Adam. What about you, Bruno? We are going to talk about consulting right now. What do you think that should be the three top skills for people that are willing to work in consulting?
Well, good morning, Mike. Thanks for this opportunity. For consulting, I would highlight three of them as well. Complex problem solving, because it's inherent to the sector, and you really have to be able to crunch and crack the problems that consulting companies face. When consulting in companies. Associated with this, and probably the most important of them all, I think critical thinking is really the key, because you have, as a consultant, to be able to develop your own judgment from the set of information you're given, from the problems you crunch and crack, and this judgment is going to be very much valuable, as Adam was saying, even to take decisions. So if companies cannot take a particular decision, they hire consultants, and then consultants will take or will advise the company to take a certain decision. So critical thinking when consulting is fundamental. And last but not least, I would advise people to develop a cognitive flexibility kind of skill. And this is really important, and especially when you are consulting, because it gives you the capacity or the ability to adapt to new and unexpected conditions which kind of appear every day, mostly from the corporate side. So when you are consulting for corporate world, it's also very important that you kind of are able to adapt to the problems that change at every moment.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much for these very valuable insights for working in consulting and tech companies, and hope to see you very soon.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you.
See you soon.